How to start this? Oh, bro. This trip just really sit on my soul. Yeah, everything is good, huh? We are so happy. The poverty there, kids, I don't know, bro. The fuck am I doing here? The most dangerous country in the world? Is it the most dangerous? I don't know. My limits are too high. I don't even know what is real or not anymore. So welcome to Afghanistan. I just arrived a very long day after Pakistan yesterday. I came through the Torkham border. It was a little difficult and disaster, but later on about this. And to be honest, I started to explore Kabul, and I was out of luck because it was not allowed to film anywhere near to any, like touristic attraction. So yeah, now I'm going out for a little bit out from Kabul, and it's I go to an interesting place. I hope we're gonna find this old man, because he has like 100 years old wooden camera, and he takes pictures with that. So I want to check it out if he's still available, and then still there is some material what he can work with. And also today I went to the Information and Culture Ministry to get travel permit to different provinces, and from there you have to go to the tourism ministry, and they're gonna give you the permits. You have to talk with the head of the tourism a few minutes, but they are super nice, super helpful. If you have any questions, you can ask them. And yeah, I try to explore a little more of Kabul, and tomorrow I'm gonna go to Bamyan. So yeah, that's the plan, but we will see. Welcome to Afghanistan.
بس يقطع بيجزاك نير all borsa ايش هذا باش شو Yeah, start, don't move, no playing. Yes, done.
So this is the first image what you see, and I thought it could be interesting to go and see how these old cameras works like, and I couldn't resist. I had to do it, and it costed me like 2,000 Afghani, which is like this amount of euro. And yeah, this is super interesting to me as a photographer to see, like, you go to Afghanistan and then you get an idea, you will shoot on analog. So yeah, that was super amazing, and after that I got so inspired to shoot also more and more people. And yeah, this whole project was around how the people lives in Afghanistan, most likely. So the main focus was on people and everyday life. And so now we're gonna go through pictures, and I try to tell stories, and you might get a bigger picture about Afghanistan after it. So yeah, let's start that. So, in this first picture, this completely describes how Afghanistan is. And I thought it's good to start with this because I can kind of sum it up. How is it to be in Afghanistan in general? So, you're gonna see an everyday life here. Basically, this happened during sunset when we went down to Jagori. And the interesting part, you see an old Soviet war machine. I don't even know what is this. And then on the left side, you see the kids. They are playing with their own built kite. They get together, and then on the right side, what you don't really see, but let me just zoom in a bit, and then you see it better. There is like two of my friends. I met with them in Afghanistan. They are super nice people, like Nico and Kachka. They are also traveling like crazy. I think at the moment they are in Oman. But anyways, we were traveling together for a few days. And in this picture, you also see the Talibans. They are asking for our passport. And some of the other people over there just watching, just staring us, what is happening. And the problem and the thing here was like, this was one of the only places where they didn't let us move freely. So we had to have an escort all the time, and then of course they said this is for our safety, but we never felt unsafe. And the main thing with Ghazni, I think that was one of the places what we enjoyed the most when we were together, except when this happened, because they just arrived and I was a little far away, so they didn't see me. So yeah, when I was walking there, it was like, I think this is basically a shot about Afghanistan. I pretty enjoy this picture. And one other thing, what you don't see here, except Kachka, women's. So the next one. These kids were super sweet. This was also in Ghazni, and these are the ages when they don't even realize what's going on. They have their clothes, and maybe they have their own built kite, or they see any kind of trash what they can play with. And this is their face when they see you, and when they see a camera. And these are the moments why you have to go to Afghanistan. These kids, and then the joy on them, and then they just follow you and hang around with you. They know maybe one or two English words. They try to use it. You just have fun with them. So this is Afghanistan when you are not fully conscious what's going on. Yeah, they are just having fun. These kids were super cute.
From a walled city, 45-meter high citadel dominates the skyline. Blah, 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 blah.
So yeah, that's where we are in Ghazni now. And yeah, this third image, I met with this Taliban, and they took us to a base, and they wanted to take a picture with me. Yeah, it was a little scary at the moment. But other than that, they were okay with us. Most of the time, they didn't really bother, or they didn't do anything with us. They just asked for our permits and passport most of the time. There were some not so nice ones, but most of them basically just take care of us. So they don't bother tourists that much, except the previous one, what I was telling, they wanted to escort us the whole day when we were there. So basically the next day we were just leaving. And the buskashi. This was I think one of my last day. And these buskashi is basically they are don't exactly understand what happened here, and it was difficult to find out because I couldn't really find anyone who speaks English. But they were establishing a new Buzkashi team or league or whatever in Mazar-i Sharif, and yeah, this is a moment when one of the guys just carried the goat and then the other tried to take it, and I wanted these shots like super sharp. The weather was so bad, but it turned out fine because I think the sharpness adds to these atmosphere. And yeah, this take for 4 or 5 hours they were playing this game, and so yeah, this is also the difficult side. Like, I come here, I try to take pictures, videos, and every single person just come to me to take pictures, all of them. That's one thing I can do that. I will do that for them. I will send it to them, but then 10 people are just staring at you constantly, and you can't move, you can't really go anywhere. Now I kind of just hide from them. Yeah, so this is the difficulty in Afghanistan. I think this is the most draining thing. I mentioned it many times, and I still gonna mention it. Not easy. And today is super dusty and super windy, but yeah, we're gonna watch Buzkashi. I'm not gonna say I understand a single moment what happened, but it was fun to see all the people. They are having fun, in Afghanistan. And this is another sad picture. Like, this describes the kids and the poverty there. This is not for fun. This is like fight for your life kind of way. So of course they are kids. They are having fun. They sometimes beat up each other, but this was more serious, and these kind of things are more serious. So yeah, the kids fighting for their next meal most of the time. They are begging, they just try to fight, and then you see these hopeless eyes, and that's difficult. But they also had fun during the Buzkashi. They enjoyed their time, and yeah, this is not just for fun, but yeah, it's super difficult for the kids over there, I have to say.
Today, today is raining.
Yeah, just ready? Yeah. Okay, good. أجيب لسه ده بولز مستوكي في برونيشة. Yeah, good. So guys, you don't want to stop taking photos?
This is also a rare moment. We went to a Hazara area, and then this is everyday life. Women are washing clothes by their hand in the snow. It was quite cold, but still the sun gives you a lot of heat. And yeah, this was just a mesmerizing moment at the time. And the Hazara areas are not that strict, so yeah, you can catch moments like this. This was in Jagori. And this was another two beautiful lady. And I guess, in poverty, when you have basically nothing, it's really difficult to eat. You have so many kids. One of these lady has 14 kids, which is like insane for us. Even, you can't really feed one. Why you have 14? But they have to develop. They need to know the information, what we already know. And for us, it's like, oh yeah, of course, everyone knows this, but this is not the case. So just use condom. That's difficult for them, because one, they don't have money, they don't have the information, they don't have the education. But the thing with these two ladies, they were so beautiful, and even in poverty you can just dress nicely.
Daddy, 14 اولادیم. 14 اولاد، 5 خدا برده، 8 چی مانده. دیگه یه 2 مادر داره، پدر پیر داره. یا گنمی بچه نانوار خانه، اگر کدام بنده خدا دلش سوخت یا کمک کرد یا میر برده درخواستی کرد، بلده ما خیلی خوبه. ما این اولاد که نقص کدام من زیره لغه 5 اولاد رو.
And yeah, that helps. I think that helps a lot in life. And also many people say like, you know, fashion is bullshit, but sometimes that's the only thing what you have, and then you just want to take care of yourself a little bit so you feel better, I guess. Probably they don't do it because of that, but they were super beautiful. Yeah, and they get used to cold. So you know how we ended up here? We get from a guy some kind of recommendation in Hasni, and now we are here in the cave. Yesterday we couldn't make it because the weather was shitty and our driver was really bad, but at least he ripped us off. So yeah, if you come, Jacob is nice and beautiful, and then Hazara people there, so they are super sweet. But we don't know yet how many caves here. It's like we are flying under the radar with the informations. We have no clue. And this is another moment. So the kids and these smiles and the happiness on them is something else. Like when you see these kids, like you forget every difficulties in any places in the world. Like these moments, like this is just magic, and you know, not you who is making the magic, but you witness the magic what the kids with these smiles gives you. And yeah, this is a reminder for us. You don't need to give the kids anything. If they have just an old tire and then they find a stick and they play all day with that. Even if it's snowing, you see his clothes and yeah, whatever, it's snowing. I have a stick, I have a wheel, an old tire. I can have fun all day, so just don't forget about the kid imagination. It's beautiful, and it's so important to let them be kids and don't give them these devices, I think. And yeah, this picture is just like, this is my kind of mood in general. I really like these foggy mountains and snow and these old traditional clay houses. So the environment, the nature is so beautiful in Afghanistan. So if you don't care anything else, you can even go and hike and see beautiful places like Bamyan. It was insanely beautiful. I can't even imagine. And probably there is like, I haven't been there because it took so long to get to Nuristan, so close to the Pakistani side, but probably that's also a wonderful area. Yeah, and this one is also, I think this is also really powerful. 2 girls just washing the clothes in the cold water, and just see those eyes. I think there is a whole story in it. This is an average scene in Afghanistan. Probably the grandpa gives a little bit of snack to the kid, and many times grandpas take care of the kids because the parents has to work. Yeah, these moments.
Their asses are really fat.
Yeah.
It's just fun.
Yeah.
That as bro. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, many girls would be jealous on this, no?
Yeah, right.
Go crazy on that shit. Yeah. And probably this is the second strongest picture. This is Nico. And this is an old Soviet tank, and then this is on the hill next to a castle, and this is when we get escorted already because the Taliban's caught me already. We are there. Yeah, this is one of my favorite picture. And I'm super happy Nico wore these clothes and then the scarf. And the interesting thing, we both have like kinda blonde-ish colors or blondish tones, and people sometimes think we are Afghani. Yeah, I think this is a strong picture after all. Like this tank just pointing to the town, and this was every day for a very long time for them. There are clashes from one side to another side of the mountain. And this one, yeah, the story, the kids didn't see me, and the kid on the left side, he just ran to this other guy. He was telling something to the other kid. And you see those shoes, and you see the clothes, and the kite on the back of the kid. This is probably what he owns. He has nothing more than that, most probably. And he was wandering, he was watching the town and the other kids. He was a little outsider, and this other kid on the left side just ran there, told something to him, and with this hopeless eyes, he just looked at him, and he didn't say anything. The kid just turned back, and I caught that moment. And I think, in a way, this is super strong. Just they are enough old to realize sadness and how hopeless they are. And yeah, it's easy to get lost in the top of these mountains when you just see the city. Many kids playing around you. They try to do their best with their time, and yeah, but you just sometimes wonder. And this kid really reminded me when I was a kid. I had a spot not far from here, and every time there was this ring road, and I was always wondering, where are these guys going, and why I can't, why I'm here. I always wanted to be not there. So yeah, this is also a connection with my childhood. And pretty much it. The difficulties in Afghanistan at the moment, it's not just the moment. In the past 40 years, and they ended up here, what we see today, and really difficult it's really difficult, you know, to process all the things what I saw, especially when you take pictures or you do some kind of art, and you know, it's all these feelings just times 10. Yeah, it's not that easy in Afghanistan at the moment, but I have to tell you, all the international people should travel there, and it's safe. It's not that cheap. It's not that easy. You see wonderful places, wonderful people, and as an international travel community, we shouldn't forget about Afghanistan. And yeah, just I have to tell you again, it's safe. It's really safe at the moment. So with all the difficulties, with all the things that you hear, and the travelers give joy, hope, and power to the people, and yeah, just don't forget about Afghanistan. It's beautiful. Average people like you and me lives there, and it's safe at the moment. So just travel there and don't forget about this part of the world. As we say, Asia is the money. Asia is freaking amazing. Afghanistan is amazing. So just go there, go to the Wahan corridor, go small villages. It's pain in the ass. It hurts, and the bureaucracy difficult, but it's worth it. It's worth it because those people worth the effort. So yeah, just go there, and you know, see you in the next one. Bye. So I'm just crossing the border from Afghanistan to Tajikistan. Everything went smooth. It was easy. They wanted to take me into a car, but it's not necessary. You can walk. So yeah, if they ever just like want you to pay some money for the driver, but it's not necessary. It's like 200 meters walk. And Tajikistan is waiting for me. I'm so happy.